Konbanwa! Oh my god, I'm so tired. Konbanwa! This is Katheryne Persik. Bigger the sunrise. The game is so loud. Oh my god. Forest protector in the sunset. Streamer in the moonlight. How's everyone's day going? I hope everyone's having a good day. We're playing more Moonless Moon. Yeah. Okay. So. I need to talk with you all real quick, right? I know we're supposed to get straight into the game now, but chat. How's your day going? I'm trying to hype myself up because I'm low-key a little bit tired, but it's okay because I'm gonna try to hype myself up. Hi everyone. Today, right? I got some new stuff in the mail. It's not new clothes. It's not the next batch of clothes, but it's crochet items. And I've been crocheting for like half the day, and I've been very happy with my results so far. So I cannot really spoil much on what I'm working on. I forgot what I was working. It's not like I forgot. It's more like I cannot really spoil on what I'm working on because it'll just reveal my plans for like probably like the rest of the year. But yeah, I was crocheting some stuff and I've been very happy with the results so far. So there's that. And then I've been working on other things as well. I've been working on commissions. Those are going pretty well as well. That's great. And I touched grass earlier. I've been touching grass a lot for the past few days. I think I touched grass 4 times this week. I went to the gym 3 times. And then like I have to go to the hospital to do my checkup like 1 time. And that's good stuff. But I hope everyone's day is going well. I hope so. And if your day's not going pretty well, I hope this game is calming enough for you. Tomorrow is the Independence Day. Team Rat Cat, you okay? I'm okay. Hi, Wise. I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're having a good day. What I was supposed to say. I forgot what I wanted to say. Sorry for starting a tiny bit late. I was kind of rushing because here's the thing, chat. I know you want to get into the game soon, but I kind of want to chat a little bit. I haven't done this thing called like chatting a little bit, but we're going straight into the game. I don't do that often. So I kind of want to do it. I kind of want to pull it off real quick. So chat. Alright. CHAT. Chat. Look at this. Look at this cutie. Look at this cutie. Look at this adorable little cutie. Look at her. Hi. Hi, Wise. Hi. Missed you too, man. Nice to see you here again. Look at this cutie. Okay, I'm moving her a little bit too much. So Rika just did her new outfit review today, like just now actually, and she revealed too. And I'll just give you the link to her channel. Like where is it? Where is your YouTube channel, woman? Where's your channel, woman? Where is it? Where's your YouTube channel? Where's your YouTube channel? Rika Magaira. So Rika did a outfit review, right? And it's very pretty. I'm not going to spoil it too much so that you guys can watch it for yourself. Please go check out Rika. Please go check her out. Her new outfit is really cute. And there's 2 of them. Both of them were very cute. I was like in her chat the whole, like basically pretty much the whole time. I was like, wow, Ellie, thank you for the raid. Hello, raiders. My name is Baker. Shit. My name is Katheryne Persik, Baker in the Sunrise Force Protector in the Sunset Streamer in the Moonlight. This is the let me try to make up a note for like a tune for this. Na na na. Na na na. Cool mothers and the cool members away. I hope that's the tune of the raid message. Thank you, Ali, for the raid. How was chatting? Best viewers? Best viewers? I already got my best viewers right here. Felano P, get out of here. Sorry. Nailed it. But thank you for the raid, Ellie. If you need to rest up, go rest up. Not the bot ruining the moment, I know, right? I don't know how they managed to bypass the Seri bot little ban thing that they got going on. They've been doing a great job in removing the spam messages. They've been doing amazing. But yeah, I'm raiding and running. Have a great stream. Yeah, I know it's pretty late for you. Have a good rest. And Aaron Nerd 98, Flarian, and Lalisum Behemoth. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the bakery. We're 8 followers away from 800. Oh my god. I'm scared. My mission is done. Requesting pickup. Why are you... You need a pickup? Want me to call your mom? To pick you up from school? Alright, sorry. Where was I? We were... Okay, hello Raiders, my name is Katheryne Persik, Baker in the Stars, First Protector in the Sunset Streamer, and the Moonlight. Currently, I am doing a Moonless Moon stream for Moonless Moon. Moonless Moon is a text adventure game made by Kami Tsubaki Studios. I'm trying to remember. I'm so sorry. It's technically sponsored. It's technically a sponsored stream. Kami Tsubaki Studio, Yokaze, and Kazuhide Oka. And this is basically, I guess you could say this is a visual novel, but there's also a bunch of good music, and there's a little bit of gameplay of like solving riddles, as well as some very stunning visuals. I bet if you guys like some chill vibes, you know, for your Friday night, if you guys like some good OST going on, good visuals, I think this is a good game. This is a pretty good game. Mom, pick me up. There's a scary person here. Aw, don't be scared. I'm here. Ryan Ryan? I'm sorry if I misspelled your name. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the bakery. We're 7 followers away from 800. I am scared. But yeah. Where was I? I was chatting a little bit before we get started. So I was chatting about like how my friend Lika did a outfit review stream recently. Please go check her out. She streams on YouTube, and I love her very, very much. Please go check out Rika. Her outfits are very cute. I'm not going to spoil it too much for you. I already spoiled like a tiny bit because she already reviewed the outfit on Twitter. Like, Hijab, kawaii, kawaii, hirang, kawaii desho, kawaii desu ne, mecha kawaii yo, kawaii, kawaii. Sorry. Alright. You guys are here for the game, right? You guys are here for the game. Of course you are here for the game. So yeah. Once again, sit back and relax as we play some more Moonless Moon. Wow, big thank you for the review, Renjiro. Welcome. I hope it starts at the part we left off. This is where we last left off, if I remember correctly. The music is pretty good. I think I lowered just a tiny bit more. There we go. Alright, chat. How is the volume? Is the volume okay? Can you hear me well? Can you hear the game well? Can you hear the game well? Can you hear me well? 聞こえますか? chat. Once can someone say if the audio is okay or not? Can you hear the game? Can you hear me? Can you hear the alerts earlier? Amazing. Are you saying the audio good? Audio good? Thank you so much. Thank you, good volume, thank you. Alright, so where we okay, so TLDR. So basically, TLDR of the story so far. Alright, chat. So we're basically being told the story of the squirrel called Yomichi. So Yomichi can travel to these different worlds, different from her own during nighttime. And at the moment, she wants to bring back one of the things that she got from these worlds to her own reality. And one of the, I think the girl's name was Madobe, if I remember correctly. Madobe. And lately she's been failing. And I'm like, it's actually like the build-up is actually pretty heartbreaking. I'm gonna be really honest. The build-up has been heartbreaking. And we're apparently I looked through the game, like through the achievements a little bit, so I don't spoil myself. We're only halfway, so the heartbreak is gonna be even more later on, like something like that. So you know. Alright, are you guys ready? Little dream. Okay, alright, are you guys ready? 次のストーリー。Alright, let's go. I feel like I'm gonna put this away first. I'm gonna put this away. I put this like all the way up here. She looks at the night sky through her window. It is silent and empty, but I cannot even talk. It is silent and empty, but in a different way than the desert of the moon. Yomichi has spent the last few evenings in silent boredom. As long as she stays by herself, locked up in her room, she won't be transported to any other world. She doesn't know why, but she learned this through experience. She is so bored that she started going to bed earlier. She even goes out to play with her classmates after school more often now. Oh, sorry. All the voice cracks, all the silent burps are kicking in, and like all the blah blah blah, blah are kicking into the moment I start reading. I'm so sorry. Walking around town or going to karaoke with them is fun in its own right. Whenever she keeps herself connected to the day world, spending time with her classmates, running errands for her parents, and so on, she cannot go to the other worlds. She also learned this through experience. Her time spent in the day world has grown, and her nights are now for the sleeping. Today too, she's gone to bed early. It's only been a few days since she decided she would not leave this world anymore, but her memories of the other worlds are already starting to become fainter. Can't remember how I felt to cry while drinking coffee in the tunnel. Oh no! That memory keeps getting farther and farther away like a dream after one wakes up. She's snapping back to reality! It feels sad. It feels lonely. Wanna know why it's a dream? I wonder why, Wise. But it beats growing melancholy every single night. Surely, one day, the memories of this will be gone, taking this sadness with them. He is fine with this. Before falling asleep, she looks at the sky once more through the window, but its curtain still pulled back. In this world, there is no moon. Oh. Bro. It's evening. A few more days have passed since then. After going out to play with her classmates after school, Yomichi is going back home right as the sun is setting. She started going towards a newly opened shop that she was interested in, before realizing that it was farther away than she thought, and going back. She is exhausted from all the walking. When she gets close enough to her home that she can see the lights coming out of its windows, she sees a girl who looks to be around the same age as her. It's too dark to see her face clearly. Yomichi walks past her, but the girl quickly stops and turns back. Yomichi? Yomichi too stops and turns back to face the girl. Huh? Asahi? Now that it's being lit by a streetlight, Yomichi recognized the face. Or rather, she recognized the face's owner. The face itself is much more grown up than she remembers and stunningly beautiful. The girl in question is Yomichi's childhood friend, a year younger than her. Ah, because you are always in my dreams! Ah, sheesh! You should try that with a girl. You're a guy, right, Rice? Why? I'm sorry if I misgender you or anything. You should try it with someone you're crushing on. Oof! I think that'll hit right through their heart. Shush. Sorry. She used to live nearby, and the two of them met on a daily basis. At the time, she was Yomichi's best friend. However, she had to move away because of her parents' jobs. The two girls were too young to have phones of their own back then, so they lost all contact. Her memory in that regard is a bit fuzzy, but somehow she remembers that this parting was not particularly sad. She was probably too young to understand that maybe the two of them would never meet again, and by the time she was old enough to understand it, she was already used to life without Asahi. The two sit together on a bench in a park nearby, and Yomichi explains her emotions, or lack thereof, at the time. In response, Asahi laughs. Seriously? That's pretty sad, you know? Well, everything around you changed at once. That's true, it really did. I was so nervous, moving into this new place that I knew nothing about. New school and all. So you weren't sad about not being able to see me anymore, huh? I'm sure that was part of it though. Pretty sure. Yomichi laughs sarcastically. Haha. That probably only lasts until you made new friends, right? Can't deny that. Talking with her fills Yomichi with nostalgia. Funny enough, this also has happened to me recently. I've finally gotten... Okay. Chad, I'm gonna go on a bit of a tangent, okay? I'm so sorry. I know you guys wanted to go forward with this game. I'm gonna do a quick tangent. I basically got back in contact with one of my childhood friends after probably 5 years. We've been contacting each other on and off ever since after elementary school. We've been contacting each other on and off, but we haven't actually contacted each other properly in like forever. After like, I think after like high school ended. And we got back into contact again after we lost contact, and then we got back into contact again. And I've been chatting with her again, like just a tiny bit, like wanting to see her again, wanting to visit her and all that. Really, it's really nice. Imagine a home cat with a lot of wildcats. I'm the home cat. Whoa. Are you sure you're a home cat? Hi! Welcome, Elena May. I assume you're from the raid. Welcome. Oh, I'm enjoying the music. Okay. The more clearly the memories of that time resurface, the more Yomichi realizes how much she herself has changed since then. Even if it's only been a few years, she feels like a completely different person. And looking the same applies to the old friend she is looking at right now. She's not the Asahi she used to know. Why are you here, by the way? Are you moving back? No, I just had some business. Business? I cannot read! Business! Busyness. Business around here, and I thought I'd check things out. Oh, I see. Yomichi realizes how relieved she is at hearing that. This place hasn't changed much. It's still how I remembered it. Is it? I guess it is. She almost said it. You have definitely changed though, but she manages not to. She doesn't know what exactly has changed in Asahi. She looks a bit more grown up, her high energy voice has gotten calmer, but that's not all. Now, Yomichi doesn't know how she's supposed to talk to her anymore. To hide the fact, she fills in the silence as best as she can. How's the place you live in now? Oh, not so bad. It's a bigger city than this. Oh. Yomichi only says that and even forgets to close her mouth. She has forgotten what she meant to say next. After all this time apart, surely there must have a lot of things to talk about, but not a single one comes to mind. Asahi pulls out her phone and starts typing away on it. She doesn't seem to mind the silence as much as Yomichi does. Yomichi feels like she's talking to someone from another world. Maybe in a sense she is from another world. Yomichi doesn't know much about the place Asahi lives in now, but it's bound to be different from here. Different people, different trends, different news, different music, different shops. Even the way people speak could be a bit different. In reality, it can't be that different. Yomichi knows this, but the gap between them feels so wide that the only way she can explain it. And yet, how could she have such an easy time talking to Madobe, who literally came from another world? She never felt so uncomfortable having a conversation with her. Whatever nonsense Madobe suddenly threw at her, she could reply on the spot, even though their worlds are just that far away. Yomichi still struggles to find the next topic. After a short while, Asahi said that it's time for her to go back. Neither of them mentions the possibility of exchanging numbers. Oh, that fucking hurt. No! Asahi better regret that after what the hell? Yomichi remains on the bench, thinking by herself. He starts wondering if she spoke of this to Madobe, what would she say? Backstreet. Next. Yomichi is glad that this world has no moon. If she was actually forced to see it hanging in the sky each night, she wouldn't have been able to stay. She wouldn't have been able to stay indoors. Ever since meeting Asahi, she keeps wondering the same things. Why did speaking with Madobe come so easy to her? What exactly is that world? Where is it? She believed that if that world is indeed somewhere, that somewhere is inside of her. It's a creation of her own mind. In other words, a dream. That wouldn't explain how she could bring back the boxes with the insect replicas inside, but that isn't so important. Maybe she was sleepwalking and had actually brought them herself without realizing it. The possibility that this is all there is to it instantly fills her with dread. She cannot come to terms with her desire to talk to Madobe again. If it had all just been a delusion, then she'd be longing to speak with herself. It would be hilariously sad. On the other hand, that would explain what she felt when talking with Asahi. If Madobe was just a figment of her imagination, it made sense that Yomichi felt at ease talking to her, since in practice, she was having a whole conversation just by herself. Yomichi lies down in her room and looks at the moonless sky outside. Moonless. She never dreams of Madobe. I have a feeling that they're very gay for each other. One afternoon, on a day off from school, Yomichi gets a delivery. It's a small package without the sender's name. It's addressed to her, but she has no idea what it could be. Since her family isn't home, weird as it is, she had no choice but to accept the delivery herself. She then goes back to her room. Sitting on her bed, she opens the package. It's a box with an insect replica inside. How did that get? That's the same box. That's kind of like the same box as the one Ito gave her, right? Remember Ito, the girl in the world where she made soup for Yomichi. She made soup for Yomichi, right? And she grows her vegetables. Now that her world is basically like just a hut, and then like being surrounded by a field. Yeah, that's Ito. And Ito gave her the insect box. The insect is a butterfly with white wings. It's exactly the same as the box that she had received many times during her travels in other worlds. A small wooden box with a glass lid. She is surprised and confused. When she looks at the back of the box, she became even more surprised. There's another recipient's address written on there. It reads, Moon City. Madobe! Her head starts spinning so fast that she has to lie down. It must be a dream. No doubt, she wanted to see Madobe so badly that she has started dreaming of her. After all, her delusions were so strong that she used to end up in different worlds each night. A simple dream isn't much by comparison. She is sure of it. Disappointed in herself, she just sleeps. Aww. She wants to forget Madobe, but Madobe keeps coming back. When she wakes up, the box is still there. Butterfly, too, is still inside of it. Yomichi entertains an idea. Maybe the butterfly is waiting for the box to be delivered to its actual destination before flying out. Are they in some kind of love? Looks like it's implied. But I ship it. I ship it. For a while after that, everything felt like a dream, whether she was asleep or awake. When she wakes up, it definitely looks like a normal morning, but then seeing the wooden box on her desk, it goes back to feeling like a dream. Even at school, even when she's chatting with her classmates, she's always thinking of the moon world. It will be as easy as hiding or throwing away the insect replica box, but she can't. I wonder what walking on the moon feels like. Ending up saying that to a classmate was the tipping point. She knew she had to face the box once and for all. It's been a week now from when she received it. This is a box that was delivered to her here, in the day world. But for some inexplicable reason, it has Madobe's name on it. Is it Madobe's world more than just a delusion? Is it actually real? It is real from the looks of it. If so, whoever sent her that box must also be able to travel through worlds, right? However, the delivery didn't have the sender's name on it. There was no label number to look up information with either. Furthermore, when she tried looking up the delivery service that brought it to her, it didn't even show up on the internet. She decided that if she ever got another package from them, she would ask directly. But will there ever be another package? Despite her newfound resolve to fix the box, it's still all shrouded in mystery. Asking a classmate or an adult about other worlds could work, but she definitely doesn't want to do that. They probably roll her eyes at her, and she also feels that speaking to anyone about this will somehow spoil it. Even if she has decided to not go there anymore, her memories of those worlds are still dear to her. She doesn't want those memories to be made fun on or dismissed as impossible. That day, the friends she usually hanged out with all just so happened to be busy and went home early. She wanted to go home too, but she felt that staying in her room for too long would drive her insane. There's still time before sunset. Yomichi rides on the train. Wow, I just realized ads are on. I am so sorry. Let me just slow down a bit. Wait for ads to end. So sorry everyone, sorry. Wah! Oh man. Wow. We're back here. It's been a while since she's last been to this part of town. As she flows with the crowd out of the station, her mind at first is blank, but little by little, a thought starts budding in her mind. She remembers what the moon world looks like. There's something that has always confused her. If there is no moon in this world, how does she even know what the moon is? She already knew about it before going to the moon world, a yellowish, round celestial body that you can see at night. And even if they don't know about the moon world, her classmates know about the moon too. Maybe they learned about it in some picture book or in a textbook or in a novel. But then again, why would people in a moonless world write about the moon? She lets her thoughts flow freely as she moves with the crowd. Oh, we're back here again. He goes with the blank of the shitty. City! Not shitty! City! She eventually finds herself in a familiar blank. The city is always full of people, you can never see the same view twice, and memorizing all that you see will be impossible if you close your eyes for a second because of a passing crowd with its blinding headlights. When you open them up again, the view has already changed. Yomichi realizes how fluid and ever-changing the city is. Alright, so basically, for those of you who weren't here for the first stream, how the game works. The gameplay side of things works is that you hover over the words that you can, and like try to grab like if they're like suddenly highlighted red, right? You can inside it a little bit further, like so. And for example, if the text is highlighted blue, you can get the word. Get the keyword, basically. As she strolls, her mind comes up with a different view than what her eyes are seeing. A forest full of lush trees, a roaring, splashing waterfall, the waves on a beach. She doesn't know if she's ever actually seen any of these things before. She tried remembering what the city actually supposed to look like. The crowded pedestrian crossings, the bustling districts full of barkers, the damp alley, and of course the street she's looking at now. If she doesn't keep herself grounded like this, she feels like she might lose it. Let me just keep hovering around. Alley. And then we're just gonna keep hovering over. Alright, we can only get these 2 words. Close your eyes. If you close your eyes. Blinded. Car. A car runs through the street at a concerning speed. She wonders if she'll ever have to ride one herself. She doubts she ever could. I am also on the same boat. I will refuse to get a driving license. Where are all these cars headed anyway? They sure all have different destinations, but they all move together in a huge flow spreading through the city. Flow. Alright. Okay, I got all the keywords. I think this one is a lot easier than the last time. As she goes with the flow of the city, she eventually finds herself in a familiar alley. First try. See? This one is a lot easier than the other one that we had to deal with, where you had to just like the process of elimination. As she goes with the flow of the city, she eventually finds herself in a familiar alley. Is this where she found Madobe? She found Madobe, like a vision of Madobe in the real world. The crowd gradually becomes thinner until eventually she is alone. She has gone with the flow so far that now she is stranded by herself in a place she doesn't know. This isn't even a rare occurrence for her. She could keep walking some more or just go back towards the station. But on second thought, she does know this place. She has been here once before. It's the street where she once saw a girl that looked like Madobe. Remembering that, she wondered if it could possibly be true. She wonders if Madobe could actually live in this world. A lot of things have gone through her head and since she's received that package, but she finally realizes something. The delivery meant that someone else in this world knew about the moon world, but what if that someone was Madobe? Maybe she only lives here during the day and goes there at night like Yomichi used to. Madobe said that she lived in the moon city. Can that really be trusted? Now Yomichi is alone in the alley. It's the same alley as back then, but it feels different. Maybe because it's a different time of the day. After hesitating for a while, Yomichi starts walking. Assuming that walking around here she could run into that girl again, and assuming that that girl was indeed Madobe. What does Yomichi even want? Does she want to see her again? She believes that it will be better not to, but at the same time, she wants to see her again and talk to her again. And then he can... Oh! Never mind, there was a continuation here. In any case, she starts walking to see Madobe, or to be sure once and for all that Madobe is not here. However it is going to end, she can't leave now. She keeps walking. Does she keep walking? Is she gonna keep walking? She's walking, chat. Oh, right as the sky becomes red before starting to turn dark, Yomiki sees a girl in front of her. A girl she has seen so many times in the world. Is now in front of her in an alley in her own world this afternoon. Hey! Yomiki calls out as she goes after her. Oh! I just got a notif that says out. Reach the end of chapter 3. Oh! We're almost ending. The first thing to lose their shapes are the shadows falling on the street. As their contours blur, so does the whole city. The concrete walls look like they have become a thick, heavy fog, Heavy as it is, fog is just fog. It can't keep a building standing. Looking up, Yomichi sees the electricity poles turning to sand and slowly crumbling away. The faintest trace of wind is enough to blow away both the sand and the fog. The asphalt under her feet starts stirring into waves and eventually flows away. Oh, the city she knows so well from her day world is disappearing. The other worlds she visited at night. The houses and large buildings which look so eternal have crumbled away in an instant. For long, Yomichi has no idea where she is anymore. The whole city has turned into a homogeneous mixture of sand and fog. And then the cloudy sky goes away. Not the clouds, the sky itself goes away. Sunset tinged canopy flies away. Canopy? Canopy? Revealing the vast dark behind it. Stars are shining over Yomichi's head. We're back! She is standing over white sand. Feels like she has just woken up. It's the same as when the night worlds disappeared and she found herself awake in the day world, except this time, the opposite has happened. Yomichi is in the desert on the moon. And in front of Yomichi, there she is. Madobe, who turned her back when Yomichi called up to her, is standing there. The only thing that haven't crumbled away are Yomichi and Madobe. Everything surrounding them has disappeared and been changed into something else. It all happened the second they locked eyes, as if the world was waiting for them to see each other. When she sees Yomichi, Madobe smiles like usual. It isn't Yomichi. Tsuki ga kirei desu ne! That is what it takes for Yomichi to fully realize that she is, in fact, in the moon world. More than the sand beneath her feet, and more than the vistas surrounding her. Madobe's relaxed voice is what gives context to this whole place. It's been a while, huh? Madobe laughs. Yomichi can't help but laugh as well. Aww. They finally see each other again! Oh, I was so ready to be heartbroken even more. I was so ready for the Doom Yuri, man. Ah. Oh. Oh. The two girls are staring at the empty moon around them like they used to. What are you doing? The damp air filled the alley is nowhere to be found. But Yomichi knows that. Moments before, she was in the day world and that Madobe was there with her. Yes, what was I doing? Madobe starts sniffling. The desert around them smells moon-like. Then she smells her own clothes. Oh, I remembered, he said, snapping her fingers. I don't know if you can hear that. Okay, the mic did not pick it up. I was going into a coffee shop I like. It's been a while. Remember how I told you they changed their beans? Well, won't you know, they changed them back! Great! Yomichi can't look straight at Madobe's laughing face. And that coffee shop is in that town. In that world you were in earlier? Yep. You were in that world too. There I was. Yomichi opens her mouth but she doesn't find anything to say. She doesn't even know how she's managing to stay up on her feet. There must be hundreds of questions that she wants to ask, but she can't come up with a single one. She stays there, in silence, staring at the black sky for a while. But there is no point in looking at an empty sky. Looking at it for too long confuses her even further. She starts forgetting where she is, and thinking becomes that much more difficult. But on the other hand, it helps her talk. You can go to other worlds too? She asked in a whisper. Oh, sorry. Can go to other worlds too? There you go. So low that anyone farther away than Madobe couldn't have hear her. I can. Since when? Always? Not sure. Since when I was about your age, I guess. Have you been to worlds other than this and the one we were in before? Of course. Do you know about the coffee shop in the tunnel? I don't think I do. What about Floating Island? Oh, what's that? Sounds cool. Yomichi can't say anymore. Her chest hurts as if an old scar has been ripped open. She has to focus just to keep breathing. takes her time to think about what Madobe has just said. Oh, right, Madobe says after looking at Yomichi's blank stare for a while. I forgot that you're just, that age. Yomichi has no idea what she means. She cocks her head to the one side, and Madobe looks satisfied with this reaction. So you belong to that city? Belong? You were born in that world, right? Yeah? Yeah, I think so. That explains a lot. It does? Yomichi still can't understand why Madobe is smiling. Madobe knows something and is going to explain it to Yomichi. Probably something that Yomichi could never expect. She'd be surprised not to be surprised. But then she realized something. Wait, she thinks. Maybe that one possibility she'd always considered was actually true. Wait. Wait, what? Yomichi stares at Madobe. Could it be that it's not just me and not just you and me either? Madobe returns to stare, and that enough to tell Yomichi that what she's thinking is right. Could it be that everyone can go to different worlds? Yomichi asks her a question and holds her breath. This possibility had only crossed her mind unconsciously so far, but it had. I hope that's true. I hope that's not true. She finds herself hoping for both outcomes. Of course. Madobe gives her a slow nod. Everyone has superpowers! All of us live in many worlds, not just one. Oh, different universes. Different timelines, they say. That's true of everyone once they're old enough about your age. When you close your eyes because the sun's too bright, when you're spaced out walking in the middle of a crowd, and someone calls out to you all of a sudden, you don't know where you'll go and when, but you'll end up in another world. Madobe looks at the moon city far away. There are many different kinds of worlds, with different kinds of people living in them, and of course, they can all go to all kinds of worlds. And sometimes, they can meet with someone in 2 different worlds, like we did. But that's pretty rare. You're the first one I've ever met in 2 separate worlds. Yomichi is listening to Madobe's words, as if in a daze. Really? Everyone? Like my classmates? My teachers? My mom? Yes, everyone. Well, I guess you're a bit precocious. Precocious. Different people start at different ages. How do you know all of this? Who taught it to you? My parents. I was way younger than you are now. You probably don't know because you were born in that world. What do you mean? You know about the moon? Huh? I do. I don't mean this place we're on now. I mean the one in the sky. Yomichi turns to her imagination and sees a yellowish white sphere rising once the sun is down. Yes, I do know about it. But there's no moon in your world, right? Yeah. A long, long time ago. In a galaxy far, far away. I'm joking. Everyone lived on a planet that you could see the moon from. Madobe starts sounding like she's reading a fairy tale. I think that they built the planet you're from to resemble that old planet. The cities, the way people go about their lives, is not about the same as that old planet. So Yomichi is not from Earth. So basically she's living in a new version of Earth. I don't get it. So what? They say that the people on that old planet couldn't go to other worlds. Reality. She explains, sounding as if she's trying to recall a distant memory despite having never lived through it. Everyone was in the same world, day and night. I mean, it's just something I heard about, mind you, so I guess that, over there, speaking about other worlds is taboo. Or a rule, you could say. Like the rule that lets you skip in this world. That must make it hard for girls like you. Madobe continues, looking slightly sad. Your world is a nostalgic one. A copy of the world before people could go to other worlds. That's why nobody ever explained anything to you. Neither your parents nor your teachers. I mean, even if they don't, you're bound to find out once you start doing it. Sorry. But the people in your world just keep up the pretense. But what about you? You weren't born in that world? Me? No, I was born in that city over there. I couldn't go to your world before becoming an adult. But then, what about my friends at school? They don't know about this? That depends. Probably some do and some don't. Like some kids fall in love for the first time earlier than others. But why didn't anybody tell me this? Can't say for sure since I'm not from that world. Madobe puts her hands on her hips and starts thinking. She She also knows about Yomichi's day world. She's never been inside a school, but she has run into children about Yomichi's age several times. Think of it like this. You felt like you couldn't talk about it to anyone, right? So nobody nobody heard about it from you either. Oh, I didn't tell anybody about it, yes. Yoichi feels like she's listening to a weird fairy tale. She understands, but she's having a hard time believing any of it. To Yomichi, hers wasn't a nostalgic reenactment of life in the good old days when the sky had a moon in it. Her life was a normal thing. The only possible thing. I feel like I'm in another world. Because you are. I know, that's not what I mean. All kinds of thoughts are floating around in Yomichi's head. She can't predict, but she'll end up thinking after she's calmed down. All she can do is stare at the desert or white sand. But among all those thoughts, one keeps raising his head over and over. So, everyone can go to other worlds. Yep. My parents, my teachers, my friends too. Everyone. So, that means... She finally finds the words to say what she was thinking. So I don't need to live there forever? Madobe replies with a quick nod. Yeah, unless you want to. Ah, you can live wherever you want without having to deal with paperwork. That's pretty neat. Yomichi feels something on her face. Slow, calm tears. Feel like somebody else's. They're warm. She feels relieved and anxious at the same time, happy and sad. She clenches the sleeves of her shirt. Aww. As her vision blurs behind her tears, she thinks back to the many worlds she visited so far. Aww. Sweetie. Sweetie Yomichi. Oh my god. It feels like we're almost done. I have a feeling we're basically almost done now. Yomichi doesn't know whether Madobe saw her tears. She speaks like a parent talking to a child who can understand a very simple concept. Okay, yeah, alright. Okay, yeah, basically, alright, basically, this is basically confirms that this is not Doom Yuri. This is more so... I was basically pretty confused between this Doom Yuri or like big sister, little sister dynamic going on, but this sounds more like a big sister, little sister dynamic at this point. Yeah. Nobody lives in just one world, except for when they're really young. People live in many worlds. They live in them? Yes, they do. So you live in that world and sometimes you go visit other ones? Not quite. Sometimes I'm there, yes, but I live in a whole bunch of worlds. I was born here, but that's it. It's not like I have to come back to sleep here every single night. It's just another world to me. See, for you, your world is the one you spend the most time in. But that's just because you're so young. Eventually, you have spent so much time in so many places that you'll feel attached to all of them at the same amount. I wonder if it's the same for my mom and dad too. I'm sure it is. You don't know when they are while you're at school, do you? I don't. Sometimes they're with you, sometimes they're not. That's true of all people. Your friends, teachers, neighbors. There are times where you don't know where they are. And there are times where you don't know where I am either. Right? Right. Yomichi imagines the one-chan or one-sama. I say it's a one-chan. Yomichi imagines that someone must have said these phrasing words to Madobe before. She still can't grasp this quite yet. To her, her role is the real one, and the other ones are just delusions that she stumbles into. Delusions eventually disappear, leaving nothing behind. But then again, she saw the day world disappear as well. I thought that my world, the one where I was born, was the only real one. I know, I used to think the same thing. But that's not true. It's not. It's the world in which you were born. That's all. So I have to live in a bunch of different worlds? It's not that you have to. It just kind of happens since you can choose the worlds you go to. Is it possible that I never managed to go back to the world I was born in again? I've heard of people like that. Depends on you. If you don't need to go there, you won't be able to. Even though I'm not the only one, even though I'm not the one choosing where I go. Yes, you didn't choose to come here, but you wanted to see me, right? It's not like I wanted to come here just to see you. So you like the place, this empty desert? I do. But that's why you came. Madobe says that Yoichi can do what she wants. She's not being kind, nor is she being cold. It's just the truth. Yoichi is free to do what she wants. She can live in many different worlds. That sounds beautiful, but Yoichi can't just feel happy about it. There's a huge but lingering in her mind. But is that okay? Yoichi managed to put her thoughts into words. Can I really live here and there in all these worlds? Can we really live if we're not all in the same world? Madobe looks into Yomichi's eyes. We all live like that then. Even if we're together, maybe the other person will go to another world right after that. Maybe they live in a completely different way and they think completely different things. By saying it out loud, Yomichi is trying to come to terms with what she is thinking. To her, having just one world to live in is normal. People can live together because that is the norm for everyone. They can help each other and try to improve their world. I don't know how to put this, but shouldn't people all live together and help each other out? As she states this with a sniff, Yoichi has to put in a lot of effort not to break into tears again. She breathes in as slowly as she can. She doesn't want Madobe to see her crying. That'd be embarrassing. Madobe quietly waits for her to breathe out. I see. You have a point, he said with a nod after waiting for Yomichi to stop talking. Why are there so many worlds? Why do we have to live going from one to another? I don't know. I wish we could ask the gods or our ancestors or something, she adds with a shrug. But you see, she continues with a warm smile, wouldn't it be hard to all live in the same world? I'm not sure. That doesn't make a lot of sense to her. After all, that's what she had always assumed was true. Everyone has to live in the same place according to the same rules. Not much freedom, is there? Not that I think it's bad necessarily. But we couldn't do it, so we started living all spread out over many worlds. Probably. We who? Humanity? This got really big really quickly. Did it? Well, I guess it is big, Madobe says, scratching her head. Let's make it smaller then. Just about you. He said with a teasing laugh. Rather than only having one world, aren't you happier being able to come here and see me? Aww. Yomichi thinks about it for a while and then starts laughing. Indeed, that makes it all feel smaller, insignificant. Nothing worth worrying about. He looks up and wipes away her tears. Her damp face feels slightly cold. I guess I am. Of course, it's not insignificant. She still doesn't quite understand what living through many worlds mean. It's not ready to think about whether it's a good thing or not. But she knows how hard it is to be forced to live in a single world. She hates to admit, but she was often relieved when she reached other worlds. Maybe it's fine not to feel at home in the day world. Maybe it's fine to treasure her time in the other worlds. She looks at the countless lights far away. She has never been there, but she knows it's a city full of people. They live there, but not just there. There's no single real world, Yomichi says mostly to herself. Everyone has a lot of worlds they live in. Everyone has a lot of places they call home. Saying it helps her accept that reality. It will take a while longer until she can fully come to terms with it. She still can't believe that her parents and friends travel through worlds the same way she does. But at the same time, she realized that it must be true. People are not strong enough or kind enough to all share a single world. They go from place to place, from connection to connection, living their lives. For a moment, she decides to stop worrying about other people and obscurely large concepts such as humanity. For now, she'll think about herself. Can I come here again? Of course. Madobe walks up to Yomichi and stands by her side. It's okay. They walk together like they used to do once. Like they will always do when Yomichi comes back here. Time and again. Yomichi is excited about the future. The moon desert around her shows no sign of ending. Wow. MV! Music video! She's an artist! Hoshi! Wait, is this Ito? Ito! Oh, what the hell, ants? No! Why are there ants playing? No, I'm sorry. Wow, that is so good. I'm so sorry for the ants playing while the Emmy is running. I'm so sorry. No. Oh, and that's it. That was a good game. That was a good game. That was a good game. Wow. That was a good game. Oh, that was good. You know what? I kind of want to watch back through all the music videos that was shown throughout the whole game. Like, just looking back on it before. I guess after that we can do just chatting. What do you guys think? Oh, post MP, look, there's more! There's more! In the city at night, Yomichi finds herself thinking about Madobe! She is walking through the city at night. It's been a while now. When she closes her eyes, the noise grows distant, and a flurry of thoughts fills her mind. The desert on the moon, coffee, and the prayer, and the insects replica boxes. The desert of the moon, coffee, the prayer, and the insect replica boxes. I assume this is where the multiple ending kicks in. This is where you can choose the multiple ending. You know what, chat? We've been visiting Madobe pretty often. I kind of want to visit Hoshi. Finds herself thinking about coffee. I would think about coffee. Oh, we're back at the tunnel! Sometimes Yomichi feels like she has a sixth sense. For example, before going around a corner in the school's hallway, she knows that behind it she'll find a classmate. What more, she even knows which classmate. However, that's probably nothing supernatural. Maybe She can subconsciously tell whose footsteps make a certain sound, or maybe she actually hears that classmate's voice, but without realizing it consciously. She knows that the real explanation is probably something like that. Now, her sixth sense is feeling something. She feels that when she will open the door, what she will see through it will be something out of the ordinary. Yeah, maybe this is all perfectly explainable. Maybe it's an unusual sound. Maybe it's the usual smell of coffee not being there. When she does open the door, the bell bolted on its ring softly. Hoshi isn't there behind the counter. The old chairs are stored upside down on top of the tables. Most of the lights are off. The counter that she always used to sit in front of is covered in bags of coffee beans and dishware seemingly placed there at random. She stops her hand before the door is completely open. The bell makes a weird, muffled sound. Someone shows up behind the counter. What? I'm sorry, we're closed for 2 days. Oh, Yomichi. Hoshi, who was crouching down, stands up as soon as she sees her, accidentally hitting his arm against a shelf. One of the cups on the shelf falls on the floor and shatters. Oopsies. Sorry, Hoshi. My bad. Can't tell if I'm cleaning the place up or making it even dirtier, huh? Hoshi says while collecting the broken cup pieces with a dustpan. I'm sorry, it's because I walked in on you. Oh, no, it's not your fault. After picking up all the cup shards, he puts them in a paper bag and seals it. Then he grabs a marker pen and writes "dangerous" sharp on it. To make sure he hasn't missed any, he switches the light off and takes another look at the floor. He places the paper back onto the counter and then looks around the shop. Say, ignoring the cup thing, does this place look tidy to you? The place is not as tidy in the slightest. There are things thrown around everywhere, particularly behind the counter. All the shelves are open and the content has been placed onto the tables. Empty bottles, old cans, dirty racks, bags full of trash, Yomichi sees stickies, and many more things she didn't even recognize. Is he doing spring cleaning? You're tidying up? She asked while sitting down at the counter. The counter itself is so full of things, piles of cups, used matches, and more that she can barely put her elbows on it. Good question, he replies with a shrug. He takes a cup from the top of the pile and starts scrubbing it with a piece of cloth. The cup didn't look particularly dirty to begin with. Are you leaving? I assume he's leaving, Yomichi asked without looking him in the eyes. I am. Why? I've got enough money saved up and I'm starting to get bored of this place. Will you open another shop somewhere else? Probably, but that could be next week, just as well as next year. Wish I had that outfit? Ooh, I kind of want this outfit too, but like, I kind of would add more to it, personally. Yomichi grabs the cup in front of her, but seeing that it's empty, puts it back next to the one that Hoshi has just finished scrubbing. So you're tidying up because you're leaving? Yes, I mean, I can't really say I'm tidying up. Just look at this place. Hoshi throws away the rag and sits on a wooden footstool. Looking at Yomichi, he rests his elbows on the counter. His face gets closer to hers. They were always looking at each other from opposite sides of the counter, but this time it's different. He doesn't work here anymore, or at least he'll stop soon. I figured that whoever will run the place after I'm gone will be annoyed if they could feel my presence. You know, traces of my being here. That's why I'm dirtying it up. The next person will start by tidying it all up again, and then it'll be their own shop. Fun, right? Hoshi's voice is not as composed as usual, and novelty makes it harder for Yomichi to follow along. Also, I wouldn't want them to draw any conclusions about me just by seeing the place. I think they'll draw a conclusion or two whether they see the state of it. I'm not worried about that. I'm doing it on purpose after all. Say someone points out a quirk in the way you speak. Isn't it way more annoying if it's something you'd never notice it yourself? He says with a laugh. She rests her head on her hand and wonders if that is really the case. The people of this world, including Hoshi, are probably too different to Yomichi for her to understand them and their way of living. Maybe she'll never truly understand what he means. Well, if the dagger hasn't ruined your mood, can I interest you in a cup of coffee? He says while fumbling around looking for the coffee siphon, which was under a bag of beans. Oh, yes please. Hoshi stands up and washes his hands. When he does it, it somehow looks cool. This is the first time you run a coffee shop, right? Who taught you how to brew coffee and stuff? I just winged it. Yomichi imagined that maybe the people in this world are all just born with a talent for brewing excellent coffee. Slightly disappointed, she waits until she can smell the usual aroma. Wow! It's on the house, Hoshi says, and so this time, Yomichi's tears just fall onto the table. She is captivated by the small droplets surrounding the saucer. On the other side of the counter, Hoshi, once again sitting on the footstool, is also having a cup of coffee. Doesn't it make you cry? His eyes look as dry as ever. I am not affected by the currency of tears, haha! Oh no, I can't make myself cry. Saving would be really easy if I could. You said you've saved up enough, but... Yomichi runs her hands across her face, touching the tears with her fingertips. But they don't turn into points or anything like that. What happens with the tears you get from customers? Well, she's taken aback for a second before regaining his composure, giving her a nod. Yomichi realized that she must have just asked something extremely obvious. So obvious that the people of this world will never bother talking about it. Leaving the workplace dirty when you fire might be a nice way to say goodbye. I don't think he's fired, he's stepping down. It's not something she would normally do. As much as possible, she liked to behave like the people originally from that world do. But the chaotic state shop has made her let her guard down. Today, anything goes. And more importantly, today is probably the last chance she will ever get to talk to Hoshi. It's not something you go showing around to people, but Hoshi takes a small leather pouch out of his pocket. He loosens the drawstring, keeping it closed, and puts 2 fingers inside. When his fingers comes out, they are pinching something. To Yomichi, it looks like they are pinching onto specks of pure light. It's a gem, shining to an almost blinding degree of brightness. It's as bright as if actually much brighter than any diamond she has ever seen. She can't believe she's just reflecting what's little light is inside the shop. If anything, it's lighting up Hoshi's face so much that she has to believe it is actually producing its own light. What is this? She asks bedazzled, and Hoshi eagerly explains. It's a tear. Yours. Well, he quickly adds, I'm not sure if it's yours, it could be from some other customer. Then he puts away the gem. It looks like there are many more where that came from. The shade remains burned into Yomichi's eyes for a good while. Tears turned into gems? Yeah, and if they get tears, you grow them with love and care. Well, you just let them sit, and eventually they turn to crystals, and we collect them. Hoshi shakes the leather pouch, making the gems inside jingle. Thinking of it, that gem did kind of look like a teardrop. And once you collected them, your wishes come true. Huh? This is as much of a composed reaction as Yomichi can muster. Literally, you need more for a bigger wish, but in general, they make all wishes come true, or so I'm told. Told? Seriously? I've never met anyone who's had a wish granted so far. So you were lying? Joking? No, I'm dead serious. It's just that nobody ever uses them. She definitely feels like he's pulling her leg, but on some level, she can trust him. He's neither lying nor joking. With what the dim light in the shop, this really feels like a dream. What's your wish then? I don't really have one. Then why are you collecting tears? See? Maybe someday I get a wish I want granted. Gotta be prepared. Instead of pondering just how serious he is, she decides it's much easier to stop thinking altogether. To be honest though, I can't imagine what I wish for. Natsuki Zuzumi, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the bakery. To be honest though, I can't imagine what I'd ever wish for. I enjoy my life, and even if I didn't, I could just change it. I heard once that there was a person who could cry diamonds. Whoa! I haven't heard of that before. Move somewhere, change my name, start over. I can't imagine having something I wish for that much. He puts away the pouch and looks up. Just looking at this mess is enough to make one lose focus. I'm pretty sure I'll die before I use any of these. He says with a self-deprecating laugh. Somehow Yomichi agreed. It's not just Hoshi. All the people in this world have the same approach to life. They don't know what to expect from the future, and they don't care that much from the past. The concept of doing something one day does not quite make sense to them. They live in the moment, and the world around them defines them to live in that moment. Yomichi tries to imagine how it would feel, and it's uncomfortable. But she knows that, for them, it's nothing of the sorts. Even if they reach their deathbed with all their gems unused, they probably won't have any regrets about it. Suddenly, the loneliness hit Yomichi. You won't be here the next time I come? Probably not. Say, can I come with you? He looks at her. Surely there's one more difference between the people from those two very different worlds. The idea of someone coming along with him when he leaves the shop has never crossed his mind. He doesn't reply immediately, but he doesn't look like he's searching for an excuse to say no. He'd better not to. I can't really explain why. No, I get it. Sorry. Yomichi takes the cup to her mouth once again. He takes another sip too. I've been here for so long that maybe I'm not one to talk, but I don't think you should get too attached to any one place or person, especially if it's someone as little grounded as I am. As he says this, he winks at Yomichi. You ever go to other worlds? Of course, I don't just live here. He travels through the worlds just like her, but she can't imagine how his life is any other world could be like. Then again, this applies to any person she has ever met. She only knows how they are like in the world she meets them in. I spend a lot of time here because I like the place. I spend whole days hiding here. But I can't limit myself to this. There are people I know all around different worlds and some are even waiting for me. I guess I came here to run away from all that noise, he laughs. Just hiding won't do though. You never know when you'll get tired of a place. The more you stay there, the more connections you make. So I need to find new places that I can be free and relax in. A place that one can be free and relax in. For Yomichi, that perfectly describes the moon desert. Am I adding to all that noise too? Not yet, but maybe eventually you would. He replies nonchalantly. That's kind of a shock. If you can say that to my face, it probably means it's not that bad of a shock. He puts down his now empty cup. Let some time pass and then come back here again. It'll be a new shop with a new owner. Probably not a coffee shop. Who knows? Maybe they'll sell used clothing, or they'll concert, or they'll show movies. Let's just hope it doesn't get turned into a bar. You'd be too young for that. I just order a glass of milk then. She jokingly says that, but she's actually honestly concerned. The next time she comes here, it will be a different shop. She'll probably know it even before she opens the door. Maybe there'll be a brand new neon sign at the entrance. Maybe she'll hear voices and music inside. All the doors in the tunnel just have small frosted glass paint on them. Hello, hope day's happy and good night. My days have been happy and I hope you get some good rest too if it's night for you. All the doors in the tunnel just have a small frosted glass paint on them, so she won't be able to look inside without opening it. That's scary. She lets her real thoughts slip. Hoshi nods in agreement. I'm scared too. Going on a journey is scary. Why do I get so nervous about going to places I don't know? Is it night for you? I mean, look at the time! Look at the clock above me. That is my time zone right now. That is my time. That's the clock. That's my clock. That's my local time clock. That's the clock in my local time. It's around that time in my place right now. But that's not stopping you. Yeah, it's scary. Oh, I haven't seen it? It's literally right up there! It's up here! Hello! Kadang! It's up here! You don't see it at all? It's right here! There we go. Still on my vision. The only thing I see is you. Yeah, you're rizzing up. Yeah, your A game rizz is there. It's time to use it on the real deal though. Yeah, it's scary, but it's still better than the alternative, staying in one place forever and rotting here. Yomichi gets that feeling. When you spend all your time in one place, surrounded by the same people, you start growing roots. Sometimes those roots become so deep that moving away means being torn apart. Forcing herself to move away because she gets too attached is how she protects herself. Comfort zone. How she puts the empty cup in the sink. She wonders if he'll wash it before leaving. Well, if the next time you come here, you find it's not the kind of shop you like anymore, you can just stop coming. I bet there are a lot of other nice places around. You could just wait for the new owner to leave and the shop to change again. Yomichi isn't sure of just how much time that will take. What shop would you set up next? I don't know. I'll figure it out once I find an empty place. This road's tunnel is very, very long and has many, many rooms. Hoshi himself has said that he doesn't know how long it is. The people hop from room to room with a seemingly endless array of temporary residences to choose from. She can't even begin to imagine how many rooms or people there are here. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll meet again. bet you'd be a totally different person by then. And you too, more than me actually, since you're still growing up. Maybe I won't even be able to recognize you. You have a point. I missed the opportunity. Yes, you did. There was an opening. If they ever got to meet again, they were both different people. Hoshi won't be a coffee shop owner anymore, and Yomichi wouldn't be a young girl anymore. Their personalities and ways of dressing may have changed as well. Most likely, they wouldn't be able to connect with each other in the same way that they do now. Just like what happened to Yomichi and Asahi! But that sounds fun too. Yomichi is sad about losing a place she feels comfortable in and not being able to see Hoshi when she comes here anymore. But she's being honest when she said it sounds fun. She wonders what they would look like and what they would think of one another if they would ever meet again. Maybe she'd feel nostalgic, maybe she'd feel disappointed, or maybe yet she'll be the one disappointing him. Not all of that future holds in its present, but she still looks forward to it. There's just one thing about the future she is sure of. She's sure that from now on, she'll think of this place whenever she drinks coffee. She has grown roots into this place, and maybe the day will come that she will regret it. Maybe eventually she'll even forget about it. But not completely. It'll become a distant, harmless memory that pops back up from time to time, unable to influence the present in any significant way. Pointless, maybe, but comforting. There's no harm in having a couple memories like that. She finishes her last cup of coffee. Someday, we'll have our last conversation and drink our last cup of coffee. This whole cutscene is literally talking about last cup of coffee. Someday, we might be 80. And think about the different things we used to say. Sorry. Looking forward to the day when this flavor will help become a treasured memory. To be honest, it is sad when a place you go often closes. True. I was pretty sad when one of my favorite coffee shops I went to before COVID happened closed. A single tear falls from her face and onto the counter. This is a free screenshot. This is the second ending. I'm gonna take a cutscene screenshot of that. Wow. Wow. Yeah. That's Moonless Moon. Wow. Look at these. There's only 3 music videos, huh? Alright, I wanna watch the first one again. Let's watch the 2 music videos before we end, shall we? I feel like the stream is a bit shorter than I thought. I went often to a cyber coffee and made friends with the attendant, but it closed. Aww. Yeah, that's pretty sad when that happens. Wanna watch this one. Wanna watch all the music videos before we end, okay? That's okay? Yeah. Shove myself to the side. This. Huh? One hour and a half is short. It is short for me.
を止めて深い深い深い闇に悩んでしまった信号も届かないままでさまよっていつしか思いも反復になるくらいの皆そこで立ち尽くして僕らには何が見えるのだろうかトゥトゥトゥトゥララララララトゥトゥトゥトゥラララララララトゥトゥトゥトゥラララララララトゥトゥトゥトゥララララララ目を閉じて暗い暗い暗い反則に溺れてしまった最初もない舞台の絵をたゆたってこのまま光も迷子になるくらいの深海へ目を閉じて暗い暗い暗い反則に溺れて消える前に思わず張り込んでしまうほどの光が僕らを包んで視線笑って繋いでいくこの場所へ
The music in this one is very pretty. I think like for visual wise, I think I like the third one more. But like the music, we'll see. I want to watch this one now. I want to watch this one. Da-da-da-dang, this one. A Son of the Moon. So there's basically only 3. I thought there's 4, but apparently there's only 3. So, and also there's the still shots. These are possibly the different endings, and we can also still play back through the epilogues as well if you want to. So there's that. Of course, I'm not gonna go through them on stream. Apparently the epilogue is like so long. I was like thinking, how long is this epilogue gonna be? Oh god, it's hella long. So let's watch this last one and then we'll call it. Yeah? How about that? Does the moon smell? Not as smelly as you. Oh, this one hurts. This one MV hurts. Because this one where Yomichi tries to forget about, tries to think back into her own reality, forget everything. It hurts. I like this kind of song, but I kind of hate it. It makes me feel empty because it's sad! that! We don't have to appreciate how bright our days and instead see the moon and seeing how bright it is. It feels like the darkness isn't so deep. Yeah. Mhm.
空っぽの標本合わせて返していくつあったとしても嘘ではないから君の背中には温かい空気が映るねえありふれた今日
Madobe!
溢れて君の元へ届いたなら次はどんな話をしよう淡い夜と月の匂い Where are you? I am fine I'm looking for yeah Where are you? Will I see you again?
Oh god. The ads are back! Why are the ads? Oh. Yomichi! No, it's okay. Don't be sad anymore. You're happy now. But yeah, those are the other MVs that doesn't happen earlier because we were continuing on right after Ascent of the Moon. But yeah, everyone, that's Moonless Moon. I hope everyone enjoyed it. And once again, if you want to check out the game, you want to check out the game itself, I have pinned the game on Steam on the chat message. You can check out the game on Steam. It is 15% off right now until the 22nd. And I want to thank the people over at Neon Noroshi for being so nice and giving the game for me for free. Fully, I'm going to give a full review on this. Basically, I really enjoy the art and the music of this game. I assume it's because Kami Tsubaki, once again, is a record label. Of course, the music is going to pop off. And the visuals are amazing as well. I think like the visuals are some of the favorites I've seen in a somewhat visual novel-ish game. So this is very good stuff. Like combining like all these like effects. So basically, it's not like your ordinary visual novel in terms of visuals. It's good. Story good. For the story, I felt like the ending is a little bit rushed. I felt like the ending is a teeny tiny bit rushed, but then again, this is a 3-hour long game. I cannot really do much about it. But it does love you with interpretation of what Yomichi wants to do with this information that she has of like, oh, people can just move around worlds if they want to. Everyone does that. And then what she wants to do with that knowledge, and then like she thinks of like, but it feels right to stay in one place. But at the same time, going to other places feels nice, but I'm very much used to know that staying in one place is where I truly belong. Right? And then like right after that, it's all up to your interpretation if she wants to like just move around forever or she still goes back to her ways of like, oh, I'll just visit around when it's like nighttime and then I'll just stay here like as if like I belong into this world, basically because I was born in it. Kind of deal. It's all up to interpretation. Do you feel like you belong to another place? I used to actually. This is a good segue because I kind of want to talk a little bit about like seeing myself in these types of games. I'm gonna lower the music on my end real quick. There you go. So I do when I see myself in this game, I see myself in the past in this game. It also suits because Yomichi at the time she's from the looks of it, she's still at high school. From the way the game describes her, so just kind of like seeing myself in the past. I used to believe that I belong in a different place. I feel like when I was like, before I hit university, I feel like I'm in a place where no one really understood me or the things I wanted to do in the future. So basically my career plans, they're completely different. And like my path to achieving that career path in the first place is completely different than what other people would do. Other people would be like want to become like be a part of military, being a lawyer, or being a doctor or something like that. Then me, from the very beginning, at least when I finally realized what I wanted to do, okay, after I realized what I really wanted to do is that I kind of want to draw stuff. I kind of want to create. I want to draw and then like create stuff for other people to enjoy as entertainment, not as an actress, not as an artist that sings music, not as a songwriter, but as an animator, as an illustrator, right? And then like that doesn't align with the people that were around me at the time. It doesn't. I feel like I don't belong at all, kind of deal. And then I feel like I wanted to go somewhere else. I feel so. I did not fit in at all. I felt like I wasn't fitting in at all when I was younger. And then now, well, university happened. I went to a school that kind of matches where I wanted to go, and I don't see myself going back to that environment where I used to be in. I don't see myself going back talking to these people again for nostalgia's sake. You get what I mean? For nostalgia's sake. I don't see myself going back to these people and like saying it straight to their face, being like, ha! I can succeed doing this. You cannot tell me what to do. I don't see myself doing that because there's not really a point for me to do so, because I finally realized I don't belong there. I'm not saying this is like as a sad thing. It used to be a sad thing. I had to admit it used to be a sad thing, but looking back on it now, it's like not anymore. I feel like no matter where I should be, I don't think I should belong in anywhere. You know? This is also kind of starting to happen with like VTubing as well. I'm in a little bit of a, at the moment, I'm in a little bit of a gray area. I could say I'm a little bit of a gray area between the EN VTubing community and the Indonesian VTubing community. From what I've been seeing from like the English VTubing community and the VTubing community in Indonesia, the cultures are so different. Like, you would just say, oh yeah, the languages are different, they still do the same thing, yada 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 yada. But the culture of like how they treating this thing, this VTubing thing, is so different in these two communities. And I feel like I'm like in the middle of it all. I don't just see, I see VTubing as like a really fun thing to do. I love streaming and everything like that. But at the same time, I wanted to put so much effort into it. Like, putting effort as in like, I wanted to perform on stages. I wanted to perform in 3D. I wanted to learn so many languages. I wanted to collab with so many people. But then deep down, all these like norms that these two communities kind of precious on as a, to put it as a quote-unquote standard, it's like, there's some things that I don't sit well with it at all. There's like, in the EN side, I've seen people being okay with not safe for work art. I am not okay with not safe for work art at all. And in the ID community, they, for some reason, I don't understand why they do this. They really like to put a different label on VTubers that actually show their face. They made it a much bigger deal. Basically, they actually made a new label called Hybrid VTuber. Why don't they just call it VTuber instead? They're still using a virtual avatar, yes, and they also still use their face cam, yes, but they're still a VTuber anyway. Why do you need to make a new label just because? Sorry. There's like a lot of things that I don't agree on these different communities, to the point that I now see myself in the gray area. I don't fit. It's like, I feel like I don't fit in. Get what I mean? Okay, now this is where it starts to get sad in terms of not fitting in and not belonging at all. I feel like I'm rambling at this point. I feel like I'm starting to ramble a little bit. I think it's because of a lot of things, huh? Wow. Man. Yeah. It's hard being in the middle. It's hard being in the gray area. I started thinking differently. Sometimes a lot of people would blame it on like, you know, oh, maybe you have this insert mental disability, or maybe you're just a little cuckoo on the head, or maybe you should rethink about things. And then I think back on it and I'm like, I know about that. I feel like I want to fit in, but at the same time, I can't. There's the thought of like wanting to fit in so badly inside me, deep down, of like, man, if I fit in, this will be so much easier. If I have the balls to actually accept not safe for work art, if I have the balls to actually choose between where I wanted to go in my journey, which community I want to devote to, not just being in the middle, just everything. Feel like I don't belong in a circle or anything like that. This will be so much easier. But I can't bring myself to do that at all. And it's not like it's a bad thing to not bring yourself to do it. It's fine to make your own path, be your own path for success or anything like that. It's just harder. That's all. And I'm feeling it feels so hard. I've seen so many people grow a lot faster than me. I admit there's that part of me that's just like, man, if only I'm growing lower than average than a normal VTuber, and that's kind of like making me losing my mind, low key. But like, I think back on it, it's because I'm doing things differently, and back to square one of like, down to earth, cat, down to earth, basically. What if I ask myself before doing something is, will I regret it later? Yeah, basically. I see myself not regretting a lot of the things I've done. Many of the things I've done throughout VTubing, and I've been very happy about it. Just that thoughts at the back of my head being like, man, maybe if we do this, maybe if we just stick to the things that other people do, and maybe you could grow faster. If you stick to the things other people do, maybe you can grow faster. People will recognize you more, and you will be even more happy about it. Or people will like you better if you stick to these norms, and you'll have an easier time dealing with things. And it's hard not being a VTuber that doesn't pander to doesn't like to do a lot of fan service. Still does fan service a little bit. I admit that I'm the type of person that does fan service. I mean, look at my channel points. I also simp to other VTubers, but I see myself not liking it when my own community does it, like people in chat just going a little bit too far on it. I see myself being really strict on these kinds of things, especially recently, that I won't get into very deeply, of course. And I feel pretty bad about it, really. I feel pretty bad about acting differently towards things that should be easy to deal with, that a normal VTuber would deal with it very easily. I've seen friends that deal with people breaking the rules. They deal with it like, alright, bonk, and then they move on. And recently I've been like having a hard time with like putting my foot down, thinking that maybe I'm being too strict, maybe I'm being too angry. You know? That's another thing that I cannot really fit myself in about. I'm too scared of confrontation. I think I'm just rambling at this point, really. But the point is that I'm feeling like I don't belong in a specific place right now. But that's okay. I'd say that's okay. I feel like I'm happy with marking my own path instead of relying on things. Instead of like relying on feeling like I should belong in a place. I feel like I should belong in my own place instead of trying to belong in somewhere else. You get what I mean? You get what I mean? Yeah. I hope you get what I mean. Just trying to pour my heart out before I end stream because wow. This video makes me wanna cry! Alright, I'm sorry! I'm gonna close the game now. I'm gonna close the game. Alright, hold on. Chatting screen. Bloop 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 bloop. Hi guys. Let me pull up the BGM real quick. BGM. Where's the BGM? What the hell is it? Did I lose it? It's not even here. Let's pull up some happy song, shall we? I'm sorry! I didn't mean to make everyone cry today. I know what you think. My apologies. I was just speaking. We're talking about our feelings. Let's play some. What are we playing today? Let's play some. What's your name? Let's play. Do I have some non-copyright music in here? Let's play some Toby Fox, shall we? Not this one. There we go. You guys like this music? Alright, I won't keep you guys any longer, okay? Alright? We're basically ending at this point. But yeah, thank you everyone for coming to this stream. It was really nice playing Moonless Moon and experiencing the game with everyone. It was really nice. And I'm sorry for the little tangent at the end. And I hope at least the thing that you got out of it is that you kind of understand how I'm feeling in terms of like everything in general, of like I guess in VTubing specifically, on how I feel. Like you may think of like, oh, she does things differently than any other VTuber. That's because I kind of don't really do it based on a norm. So I hope you understand where I'm coming from. But yeah, the next stream will be tomorrow. It will not be on Twitch. Please take note. It will not be on Twitch. It will be on the YouTubes. It will be on YouTube. Please go check out my socials here. If the bot works, the socials will be linked at the ystudio.com site. And you should be able to check my YouTube there. And the tomorrow stream, by the way, it's 10 minutes until Independence Day. Selamat Hari Kemerdekaan Indonesia ke-79. Ya, 79. Yay! Happy Independence Day! For the 79th time! Yay! Indonesia turns 79, guys! That's crazy. Next year, they're gonna be 80. I was planning to draw some art for like the Independence Day because like a lot of people do that, but I forgot. I forgot to do it, but it's okay. I've been pretty patriotic in terms of like speaking Indonesian a lot more this year. But yeah, thank you for coming. And yeah, the next stream will be on YouTube tomorrow. I'll be playing Euro Truck Simulator with Kala, who is in the chat right now. Hi! With Rika, who just did her outfit reveal today. And Koteo, who's doing stuff today. I don't know, man. Did he stream today? Did Koteo stream today? I don't know. I forgot. I'm sorry. I like when you smile. You look so happy. Okay. I will. There will be your truck on YouTube with me, Kala, Koteo, and Rika. Yeah, that will be the last stream for the week. I swear. And then new schedule next week will come out. Next week, hopefully. Yeah, hopefully next week the next schedule will come out. But yeah, thank you for coming once again. I will send you guys over to. Who am I sending guys over to today? I'll be sending you. Do you guys want to watch some League of Legends? Do you guys want to watch some League of Legends? I will send you guys to Rios. It's under. For those of you who don't know Rios is a Bart VTuber who happened to be making my custom BGM, and also he basically mixed for Vampire, the cover from last year. And then what's the name? I forgot the name now. Oh shit, I forgot the name now. Shit. And he's a pretty cool guy. And he's basically my carry in covers and stuff. Please go check out his commissions. Thank you. But yeah, I'll send you guys over to Rios. He's playing some League of Legends. I assume he's playing rank right now. So go cheer him on League rank. So yeah, but thank you for coming. See you guys on YouTube for tomorrow. Thank you for coming, and I'll see you all later. Also big. Goodbye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.